Jump on the career for F1 2019, and hopefully it'll just let me do like the 5-lap stuff. We get through it decently quick to see some progression. Plus, I can't stand the first half of the F1 schedule. I hate Baku, I hate China, and Spain. I'm alright with Australia, but you know, everybody and their mama here is in Australia anyway, so I'm going to try and go through some of this stuff quick. I'm using Logitech G29 wheel. So when you start the game, let's watch it.
In F1 2019, you'll be invited to start your career by selecting a Formula 2 team. Driving for this team, you'll experience some key moments of a Formula 2 season, a thrill-packed racing championship in its own right, and the springboard to Formula 1. At the end of this feeder series, your choice of driver academy and your performance in F2 will determine the terms of the contracts offered by the teams as you embark upon your career in Formula 1 and begin to write your own chapter of motorsport history.
I'm sure YouTube will throw a copyright up for doing this. These cars are fun. There's no management of the car that you have to do, like MFD settings or fuel or anything like that. It's just straight racing with the setup, and the cars sound good. Well, it looks like you can skip this series and go straight to F1 if you want to, but I'm going to go through and do this. So there's a driver academy. Yes. I'll leave that at 40. The game starts you at that. Service only assist. The only thing I'll leave is the RS mode automatic because it is a pain in the butt. Like, you get the dial on the wheel, but you can't do it just one notch. Like, it's set to do like 3 notches, and they're in the middle of race, and they come across like, "Hey, adjust this," and you're just like, You know, I'm sure that coming with time will be better, but they've had this in here for like 2 years now, and it's, while it's neat, in the heat of the moment in your race, it's like, oh, hey, you need to back off on this, or hey, crank this up, and you're like, what? So you got to navigate your D-pad, go over, look at this. Once you know your way around that menu in the bottom right-hand corner, it's annoying. In the middle of all that, next thing you know, you're going off in the corner, and then your whole thing is screwed up. So, yeah. Somebody on Twitter's following me. Ooh, Twitter. I have like 200 followers on Twitter. The game journalists are like 9 years. It's like 200 followers. Psycho's got more.
Carlin's new driver really commanding the race here. Devon Butler still ruthlessly giving chase. These two have been really scrapping it out for the early wins
the announcers
in
for
the
the
championship.
F2 series are different than the F1 series, and that's kind of cool. Or what the announcers are.
And something's wrong. Butler sees his chance. Some kind of mechanical failure. Picking up speed again. It's unclear what the issue was. Can they still finish this race?
Looks like an issue with the turbo. You've lost some speed at the top end, but you're very close to the finish. You can still compete and get some points here. Don't give up. Just do the best you can. We're all behind you.
I love games that like throw you out in the middle of the corner to start.
Teammate is approaching and wants to get past. Repeat, Lucas wants to pass you.
Oh, that was wonderful. Tell you what, their gear in these cars is something else.
Your teammate is approaching and wants to get past. Repeat, Lucas wants to pass you.
Yeah, this is Spain. Oh, there, I remember about this track is this section right here.
Again, your teammate wants to pass you. I know you don't want to drop a position, but without your turbo, he's the best one to challenge for points further up the field. If you hold Lucas up, you could be denying the team points.
Why am I seeing distortion in rearview mirrors? Go around it.
That's great. Lucas can push on now. Lucas wants me to pass on his thanks. I know it's frustrating, but you made the right call for the team. Now we're all with you. Just bring it home as best you can.
Strangely, this is kind of a narrative. It's more fast than I've seen the AI do in other races. Which again is my only major gripe with this game is the AI. But they're so focused on esports and online racing. We'll get to that later today about the multiplayer.
Teammate ahead is 7.2 seconds.
I want to go ahead the balls with the brake temperature in here too. That's something that has to be managed too on a course more than just tires.
This is your final lap of the race.
I think maybe they already do the brake temperatures in here, but they don't put that big of a stock into it.
finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
Brilliant stuff from Carlin today. What a superb victory. Davide, what do you think made the difference here?
I think what won them the race was their ability to adapt. At every point, they delivered what was needed. They were calm and steady when they needed to be, but they were ruthless and aggressive when it was demanded of them. There wasn't anything out there that they weren't prepared to handle. Let's see if they can keep it up this season.
Battle for a 6th place finish. That's cool.
And there you have it, today's winners. Having raised some of the biggest names in F1 to date, Carlin have once again shown their expertise when it comes to recruiting new talent. No doubt today's winners have a bright future ahead of them. They certainly deserve it after today's performance. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. The lead at the top has come down after a poor result for our points leader. And so, driver of the day then, Davide Valsecchi, who do you think you...
So if they do it like this in career, or it's kind of a narrative for F2, and I have to do individual race, full weekends, and then jump to F1, it's kind of nice.
There you are. That was an exciting race. It definitely got people talking about you, which means I was able to secure a quick interview. Okay, we're all set over here. Just a minute. Remember, anything you say to the press can go very, very public. So be relaxed, but also be conscious of what you're saying and how it might come across to other people, okay?
I gotta have attention and talk
I think
shit.
we're ready.
Great. So Emma keeps telling me you're the one to watch this season. If that's true, you'll be doing plenty of these. Just remember, be yourself. And the more you can give me, the better this will go. Right, stand here. Turn a little this way for me. Perfect. Ready? An exciting race today. Let's get your perspective. So you and Lucas are new to the team. How are you settling in? Okay, so how did you feel about being ordered to give up the position to Lucas? Great. Well, that's everything.
If only it was ever that easy for him. So, yeah. Well, I didn't know the details and the visuals in this game.
Look,
are down
I
a little
know
bit.
that wasn't easy letting me pass, but it was the right choice. It was good driving.
Yeah, that's how I describe it, mate. Just good, not great. 1 in 6. 1 in 6 makes the leap to F1. The other 5 are still watching their less talented teammates collect all their points. Shame, really. A lot of great drivers never get their chance because they do it all for the team.
Those teams got us here.
Yeah, but it's the drivers that take the risk. We should get the rewards. You ever won a race in F1? That's how winners think.
And remind me, how many F1 races have you won?
Watch this space. At the end of this championship, I'll be the one lifting the trophy, and I won't use my teammates to nick the podium.
Okay, I'm out. You believe what you want, Devon, but it's still early days.
He's either very clever or you're just a pushover. You really think if the situation was reversed, he'd do the same for you? You want to start looking out for yourself. No one else will.
So this is a little bit more narrative based. Kind of cool. I wonder if this narrative stuff carries over to the F1 season. We'll see. Or if it's just the same stuff it normally is, and this is just different at the beginning instead of a, testing session.
Look at them go! Devon Butler locked in wheel-to-wheel racing with his championship rival, desperate to shut them down and stop them getting past. And there's contact. Butler simply left them nowhere to go. There was just no way for them to have avoided that. And look, there's significant damage. Not sure if that was down to recklessness or sheer aggression, but I'm sure the stewards are going to have something to say very shortly.
Don't give up. You're still in this race.
This isn't in the F1 mode. We need to make it in the F1 mode.
Okay, the stewards have awarded Devon a penalty. Push on. You can still catch him. You can still beat him.
Well,
Devon is coming in for a stop.
that AI.
Devon's currently in 6th place, P6.
Especially on top of being a lapper.
Places behind Devon, 5 places separate you. Okay, the gap behind is 3.1 seconds. Devon's currently in 6th place, P6. Currently in 6th place, P6. This will be a major performance impact unless you box for a new one. You're 4 places down on Devon. Devon's currently in 6th place, P6.
Lapper don't want to get out of the way. Doug Masters doesn't give a shit about AI anymore. That's the way I see it.
Devon's currently in 6th place, P6. Places down on Devon.
How?
Places down on Devon. Well done, good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
Those artifacts in the mirror.
Here they are then, coming into Parc Fermé.
You gotta sacrifice things to get
win for the
straight up
Dams
60
team.
frames per second at all times.
So, Davide, what did you make of that?
Well, it was a bit of a roller coaster, I think. Absolutely congratulations are in order here. That was a spectacular race and a fantastic drive from our winner. I think, though, that after the race, there's going to be a lot of eyes on Devon Butler regarding that collision. He's been very lucky today, in more than one way.
And I can see our drivers making their way out now. It's been a sublime... And now, let's take a look at the driver's stand.
Yeah, still going quickie. I'm indifferent if, you know, the AI didn't crash on into me.
Bad luck today. That must be incredibly disappointing.
It seems to me that collision with Devon clearly cost you a lot of time. Are you disappointed with the final result?
That's right.
So did you ever think you'd get the place back from Devon? I've seen that you and Lucas have been picking up a lot of points recently. What do you think of your championship chances?
Yeah. I don't know if that's good or not.
Well, that's everything.
Don't you want some cheese? The point is, I just want to drive backwards on the track and take out Lewis.
Devin, stop!
Not now, I'm busy.
Hey! What are you doing out there? Seriously?
I'm gonna celebrate my excellent drive.
We saw what you did. It was reckless. You should have been black flagged.
Yeah, and I wasn't because it was my line. You were in my space. You shouldn't have been. Next time, stay out of my way.
No! Someone could have been
What's
hurt.
the other AI's excuse?
And that didn't happen, so what's your problem?
My problem is that your actions out there are too dangerous.
Listen, contact happens, okay? I took my penalty, but I kept it focused, kept it smooth, and came out on top. That's racing. You need to grovel to you every time I make a tough move. You want to play race director? Then quit driving and take the job. Until then, I don't owe you anything.
Devin, you don't get it. It's not me you should be apologizing to.
Look, you grab your space on the track, and then it's all or nothing. That's just how
like
it goes.
When you start the game, you create an avatar.
You still couldn't
They
beat
shouldn't
me
put
even
this in
with my
first person. It
penalty.
should have your person
So no
you
hard
created
feelings, okay?
standing
Not from my
there.
end anyway.
There wasn't a lot of
Chin
effort
up.
putting into creating people, but it's still there. We took the time to do it. Should have it with the person in third person, not first person. So it looks like there's only 3 races in this. But at the same time, it'd be cool if they implemented something like this at F1, and then like at least the drivers on the narrative are interchangeable. They could have a narrative mode and like
So
a
here we
custom
are in Abu
career.
Dhabi. Each and every event in the Formula 2 calendar has led us here to this, the final event of the championship, and one that promises to be a spectacle every bit as exciting as we might have hoped.
I'm also sure it's
So the
gauging
Yas Island circuit
what
offers
team you
21
qualify for
corners and a
in
lap
F1.
distance of around 3.4 miles. There are a few opportunities to pass with long straights and DRS zones in 2 places, turns 8 and 11. Plenty of close racing then, plenty of speed, and plenty of excitement for the fans, no doubt. Joining me for one last time here this year is Davide Valsecchi. Davide, I'm glad you're here because I think I'm going to need help processing all this. Surely, this is as exciting as it gets.
Yeah, you're right, Alex. It's the perfect finale. 2 drivers, rivals of season, now going into the final race, tied on points. Both way out in front at the top of the standings. Meaning whichever of these 2 drivers cross the line first will be crowned champion. I can't wait.
Champion.
Okay, this is it. Last race of the season.
So am I running
All
a
you
full
have to do is
race?
finish in the points ahead of Devon, and the next time we see each other, you'll be the F2 World Champion. No pressure then. Good luck.
So is it just 5 laps or is it the full race? 5 laps.
Devon is in P3.
I'm getting my championship. Unless the wing just fucked up. Because I don't want to turn all that well.
You're 4 places down on Devon.
Giotto. Giotto. Move
That's a strong start. Well done.
Did that happen? Huh?
Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Devon is in P3.
Really? See how I was talking about at the beginning of this fucking thing? Go back. Just gonna restart.
Okay, this is it. Last race of the season. All you have to do is finish... Devon's in P4 at the moment. Places behind Devon, 5 places separate you.
Hey, I don't care. This ain't NASCAR.
Is down on Devon.
So basically, he's winning the race.
Let me know you're okay.
Very done.
You're 5 places behind Devon. 5 places separate you.
second.
Good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked.
Become reality. I finished 9th.
It's been my privilege over the years to witness a number of great sporting events, and here's another to add to that prestigious list. It's the ultimate dream for any racing driver. We have a new Formula 2 world champion. So Russian Time have won it, and what a great race it was.
Isn't it funny that Russia wins it as the villain?
Talk to me, David. Was it everything you hoped for?
Everything and more. He had it all. The rivalry, the tension, the excitement. These two drivers have been locked in fierce competition all season. And to see it comes down to head-to-head battle for the line like this, well, this kind of things doesn't happen very often. Deva's performance today has secured the championship, and he has every right to be proud of that. I'm just happy I was here to watch it.
Yeah.
That result also seals the Formula 2 World Championship title. Congratulations to our winner after an incredible season. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
My driver of the day was Dorian Boccolacci. He did a cracking job of moving through the field. Just a very good race.
So then, Carlin have done it. This result seals their victory, and they are team champions.
So, what does that mean for the career?
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
So that was a thrilling end to the season. How was the race for you? Well, you went into this final race with the championship in your grasp. How are you feeling about being so close but missing out?
That's right.
Well, we've been hearing rumours of a possible future for you in Formula 1. Care to comment? Appreciate your time.
Damn right. One of the best in the world. It's amazing that you get people watching your stream before a race comes out.
Much as it hurts, we admit that was a great drive today. Congratulations on the championship as well.
Well, I'm sure you thought you had me for a while, but I guess your luck just didn't hold out. Oh, I haven't got long. Could I have a quick word?
Sure.
Privately.
Oh, okay. I'll see you later then.
So, I'm sure you've probably already heard, but if you haven't, I'm going to be racing in the F1 Championship next year. Now, I don't know what your plans are, but let me give you some friendly advice. Don't try following me. But sure, you might get an offer from one of the smaller teams, probably someone desperate, and then you'll be stuck in P18 all season with car trouble. and you won't ever really be able to challenge me. But you stick it out here for another year, now that I'm gone, you've got a fighting chance of winning next year. And if you can manage that, I'm sure one of the larger teams would love to have you as a development driver.
Hey Devon, press time.
Oh, look out for yourself, yeah?
Man, he does not want to race you. Stay in F2? Ridiculous.
I was listening to the whole thing. Too bad for Devon, though. I'd be shocked if you don't have an F1 contract offer already.
Oh yeah, like 3 9th place finishes.
Man,
his head is going to explode.
Emma.
Ah, welcome. Come on in.
Oh yeah, contract
Take a
signing
seat.
simulator.
It's time we had the big conversation about your next move. Your performance at the F2 Championships last year got you a lot of attention from the Formula One teams. Some of it more positive than others. I'm not so concerned with who does or doesn't like you. You'll have plenty of time to win the doubters over. But I am concerned with our choices. They're narrowing as we haven't shown commitment to anyone. Now, as your agent, my advice is to make your decision now. We can worry about comfort and finer points further down the line. I need you to review these. You've earned every single one of these proposals. So take your time, have a read through, and don't get too hung up on specifics. Let's get you a Formula One seat.
So really, it doesn't even matter doing that because they don't. You can just go with whoever you want to. It's just a filler. The American team. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. Yeah, it's over here. So looking at that. Doing team goals hard for all of them. So yeah, we're just gonna do Ferrari.
Excellent choice. From my conversations with them, they're going to be very excited to pursue this opportunity with you. I'll let them know our intentions immediately. I'll have to clean up some final details with them, but that's what you pay me for. Other than that, congratulations. You've earned it.
Ooh. Been nice if, again, it was like a narrative third-person view with the guy that you created. Didn't that term practice is off?
Oh, hey, you're here. I'll catch up with you. Sorry, I'm just on my way out, but your workstation's at the back over there. It should be all set up on the network, but let the guys know if it isn't. From there, you can access all the data you need to help us direct development of the car. Get yourself settled, and then head out to practice when you're ready. I'll catch up with you later, okay?
Welcome to your new team. There's no one with a more storied history than Ferrari. You're going to have to give it everything to live up to that heritage. It's going to be hard work, but when you see the Tifosi cheering you at Monza, it'll all be worth it. Winning rivalries is a great way to earn respect from your team and around the paddock, which will help make it easier to negotiate favourable contracts. Your first rival is always your teammate, but you can choose who to declare as your second. The harder the rival from the eligible selection, the more respect you stand to gain or lose depending on the result.
I chose just one-shot qualifying in practice. There's no way to go back and change that even if I did.
Welcome!
Yeah.
This first race of the season is always quite difficult for us trackside, and for those back at the factory as well, as it's the first time the car has run since winter testing. The more consistent mileage you can get in these sessions, the happier we'll be.
During your F1 career, you'll be able to utilise these sessions to complete practice programmes, which will help you learn the track and earn you points that can be invested in developing your car. You'll also be able to adjust your car setup over the course of these sessions to try and find those extra fractions of a second.
Thing is, I guess it needs to do that to develop the practice stuff, otherwise.
To get through as many corner gates as quickly and precisely as possible. Remember to activate your DRS in the DRS zone as well. Approaching the DRS zone, watch your MFD for the activation point. You seem to have a solid handle on the lap. Let's try and perfect each turn. Remember that chaining good corners together will give you a consistency bonus.
Come back to the garage. Turn the garage. Yes, I got the points. So. Got 100 for that.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 37.5. This test is all about tyre management. Try to control the slip through each corner and take extra care putting the power down at the apex. Let's speed up. Our tyre data is no good unless we're doing a representative pace. If we don't get our time delta back in the green, we'll need to rerun this program. This is the last lap of the program, final lap of the program. got some excellent data with that run, so come on. Our best lap so far is a 1:31.9.
Of course, you can put behind a wheel, you know.
We're testing fuel management here, so try to lift and coast going into the corners. Don't be too aggressive on the power, but remember, you still have to beat the minimum lap time. That lap. Try again. Decent lap there, but there's still more to find. Keep at it. Best lap so far is a 1 minute 31.9. It's tempting to focus entirely on the race, but we should put a bit of time aside to run the qualifying sim program. Try to run it before the end of FP3 if you can. Tyres, just give it everything. In this test, we want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace. That looked bad. Are you alright? Let me know you're alright.
Yeah.
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top three. A Ferrari, Hamilton and Lucas Faber. And that's it, practice is officially over. Until next time, goodbye.
Too much of a gap. But they were on mediums. Probably why. I guess it's a new practice.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that.
It's been a lot of hard work, but here you are making your debut in Formula One. You must be thrilled. So how are you finding things at the team? Are you settling in? What are you expecting out of this season? Are you just aiming to find your feet in Formula One, or do you see something more?
Great. Well, that's everything.
Grande, grazie. Dance. Guess now that the game's out, everybody was watching streams before it came out. Now have the game, they're playing it. So this review will be up hopefully by tonight. Oh yeah, Williams rocket. So exceeding the contract after one practice. Simulate. Messages. Eat lots of cheese, which is...
We're just about ready to...
Yeah. How dare you? Just flouty.
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
Eating the dick. So fast, got nice.
Fantastic. You've got pole.
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves of our top three. A Ferrari, Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the...
All that remains is domination. Oh shit, fuck.
Well done. That was a good qualifying performance.
New drivers, new cars, it's a new Formula One season. But it's the same Albert Park that we've come to know and love for more than 2 decades now that plays host to round 1 of a 21-race championship that takes us from here in Australia across the globe and the eventual season finale at the Yas Island circuit in Abu Dhabi. The Melbourne circuit is certainly one that needs to be taken seriously. Its combination of slippery surfaces and difficult corners make it a tricky track when it comes to overtakes. Drivers find it hard to pass and will need to take full advantage of those DRS zones if they want to have any hope of breaking through. We have plenty of changes to the sport this year with tweaks to the regulations, a fresh-looking spread of tyre compounds, and of course some changes to the roster of car manufacturers. It's goodbye to Sauber and hello once again to the classic name of Alfa Romeo in Formula One. It's also goodbye to Force India. They've been rebranded as Racing Point. Joining me to take you through all the action of the 2019 Formula One season is Anthony Davidson. And it's great to have you with us.
Thanks, Crofty. Always happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to getting underway. Last year was Mercedes' 5th Constructors' title in a row, although for the first half of the season it was absolutely neck and neck with the Ferraris. Hopefully this year we can see the chasing pack take that final step, as I'd love to see a championship contest all the way up to the final race in Abu Dhabi. Another story to keep an eye on is the performance of Red Bull, who have switched to the Honda power unit this year. What that will mean for both their performance and reliability remains to be seen.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. It's Ferrari in pole position there, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Weber, Devon Butler, and Perez, Magnussen, Verstappen, Ricciardo, and Nico Hülkenberg, Grosjean, Stroll, Daniel Kvyat, and
Lucas Weber was my
Raikkonen, Albon,
teammate.
Lando Norris, and Robert Kubica, Giovinazzi, and George Russell ends our grid lineup. And now it's time to head down to the track.
No, Gasly is the teammate.
Okay, we got pole. Now let's get the double with the race win.
No traction control. Anybody. You might see Weber, I think Mark Weber, because he's in a Red Bull. curbs.
Right. Engine
Curbs.
off. Engine off.
Mess up there. Down the AI. Will never happen.
Good job.
The fucking curbs, man. It's fucking garbage. Got a little flashback, right?
Great work. That's a new fastest lap for the race. Okay, you have some front wing damage, but not enough to justify a stop in the remaining laps.
Hamilton got by Vettel.
Take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
got the bonus point in it for getting the fastest lap.
This is your final lap of the race.
Imagine all these people showing up for a 5-lap F1 race.
Great job, you've done everything we wanted today.
Finally a podium celebration with me.
That's a fantastic performance from Ferrari. It hardly looked in doubt. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
Here come our winners now. A thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again.
Yeah.
Let's see how the driver standings have changed. And after today's result, there's a new name at the top of the championship. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Well, often my go-to would be a driver who's managed to pull off an impressive feat during the race. However, in this instance, I was more impressed by Nico Hülkenberg's clean driving throughout the event.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Ferrari take the lead at the top of the table. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.
Doesn't look like they threw in the bonus point. Ooh. So after an hour and a half, nobody jumping in here.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
Stream. Cook some food.
You took the top points today. Was it a comfortable win? Appreciate your time.
That was quick. So that's it. I'll spend more time on this and cover multiplayer and have a review up in the next 24 hours. So yeah. HardcoreGamer.com. Get you a Logitech G29 wheel. That's right. That is right. So I'm out.